So you got to think of it as pedal, head into the cabinet, and then comes back out again. So what I did here with my bass is just general, cut off kind of like that low sort of frequency. Well, because bass guitars aren't 808s, so they don't have as many strong sub frequencies as an 808. So you kind of want to enhance the natural bass frequency ranges, which is 80 to 140 ish, depending on the bass guitar, where on the bass guitar you're playing, of course, all this sort of stuff. So here's my pedal, which I think is a free one, just called Bod. So what I'll do is I'll play the bass so you can hear each one on and off. So this is without it. Then on. Off. Instantly sounds more like a bass guitar after like one small thing like that. Yeah, the DI, got the head. I went for this one, the green tea, because it reminds me of Ampeg, and I feel like it was probably modeled on Ampeg. This is it without the amp, just the pedal. Yeah, sounds way more rich. You're right, Hot Knack, but wait for this amp. Okay, amp on. Massive, isn't it? Because next it goes into the channel. Then we do the EQ. Back again, cut at 70. I wanted to enhance natural bass frequency ranges around, about 70 up to about 140. General, boxiness and low mid mud, but I always like to bump this a bit more for attack and clarity, but also it also depends on what bass you're playing, who's playing it, but I really love the sound of the guitar pick coming out on the strings, and that normally comes around like 3k to 5k, but listen to the pick sound, and you just kind of move it around. Now obviously we're mixing in isolation here, so you kind of want it to always check against the rest of the track. Cool, and then the next thing I think I got is multi-band compressor. Yeah, so I'm just kind of taming the lows a bit by about a decibel. It's kind of a little bit boomy, and because the bass line's quite busy as well, you kind of want to take that into consideration. Like the boominess, playing a lot of notes quickly can get quite confusing and muddy very quickly. As I said, if it was an 808 trap beat and it's like long, thick, sustained bass notes, then I wouldn't bother. But because the bass line's quite busy, I kind of pay attention to that. And then lastly, just to round it all off with a nice CLA. I use CLA a lot. It's an invisible compressor. It's very smooth. Just rounds it off nicely. And it's not very aggressive either. There you go. Cool.